to the Anil Show.
All right, so it's like this. The Angelina narrative of her being, this traumatized woman that is now, putting all of this out on Shayla. And so basically we should have a lot of compassion for her. Down. I'm done with that whole now. It can't work. Let's get into this.
I am so exhausted. I apologize for yesterday, okay? I know I always tell you to do the opposite, but your father has a way of just
If we remember yesterday, Brody did not do anything at all to you. Brody did not say anything at all to you. Brody just came there to come look for his grandchild, and you attacked him. That is exactly what happened. And this is what I mean when I say that Angelina is not able to control herself because she wants to control everything, no matter what narrative she's trying to paint.
Well, you know what? I really feel you because it's just something about a man that you've sacrificed so much for, your body, your life. You gave him children, it just...
Let me stop right there and let me say that I have an issue when women say them sacrifice, them body and them life and them whatever else it is and those things. Look here, those things are true if you have a man who impregnates you and runs off into the woods and decide in mind him don't want to do any responsibility. Those things work for a man like that. For a man who is actually taking care of his family and who wants a family, that explanation is not going to work. When women say them sacrifice them body and time for whatever it is, trust me, men are sacrificing just the same thing. It makes it seem as though one is more important than the other, and I don't believe that. I believe that it takes two to tango, and that's just how it works as far as kids or anything else is concerned. Just the same sacrifice that you're going to make, I'm going to have to make some sacrifices just as well. So it's a very disingenuous statement because it's almost like it's meant to elevate the woman and say the woman basically, is the end all be all. I'm just giving you my take on it. You may not agree, that's perfectly fine. I'm giving you my take. It make it seem as though, in other words, women are self-sacrificing and them going to make all of the things in the world. That works for a deadbeat dad. Yes, it is so. The father gone and have no, say so. He has no response, taking no responsibility at all. You're 100% correct. But when the father is around, that narrative need a little square up. But anyway.
It will take you there, so I definitely understand. I get it. I mean, I act like that for much less with Iman. And you know what? He made me realize that maybe I did overreact when I call him.
No, you did not overreact. No, you did. Hold up. So you're back? You didn't kick him to the curb?
I mean, Mom, we talked about everything that happened, and he just made me realize that, like, he is a public figure. So I can't just be acting out in public. They can sell it to the blog.
Time out. That's his story. What about your story? What about how you feel? You see, because you are me and I am you, this game is what men play best.
What game? What game has Iman played? Say again, we default to the games that men are playing. Iman is not playing a game, and whatever game he's playing, everyone is agreeing to the game. So why should he change or do anything different? Iman has not told Shayla that he wants to marry her, and that is the truth. He has not told her this. Hey.
They do whatever they want just because they put some money up for a house and some lights and food and whatever. And they think that they can own you, treat you, however, not be emotionally accountable. So if you don't put your foot down, you are just going to be just like every other woman.
Well, I mean, how can she put her foot down, though, if it is that, she doesn't work and she don't really do anything else? She doesn't do anything else. What are you talking about? If Shayla wants to put her foot down, then Shayla needs to be able to work her own monies. And then when she work her own money, she can pay for her own things. Then you can put your foot down. but your foot can't go down if you're not paying for anything. Again, Angelina is arguing in the confines of the house that Iman has paid for. Until you have paid for a house for Shayla, where she can do all of these things that you're talking about, then nothing that you're saying makes any sense.
Now, I'm telling you what the game is.
But what am I supposed to do, Mom? I feel like I listened to him. I heard him out. You always told me how to keep a man is to be his peace.
Yes, but let me tell you something. Peace is one thing when a man deserves it. But if he gives you hell, Why would you sit around and just take anything from him? You don't do that. You have to put yourself first. You are a mother.
See, while you could be saying these in the best regard of things, the truth of the matter is she is a mother, but she doesn't have anything going on. You taught her to go here. You taught her to go for the wealthy guy. So if you teach her that and know that's what she's doing exactly what you told her to do.
If your mental peace is not there, if your mental stability is not there, what will you give to Kai? Because at the end of the day, you are the woman that has to carry on with children. Iman will come and men will go. God has blessed you with a phenomenal baby daddy. You know why? No, don't.
Right there. Right there. Yesterday when I spoke to Auntie Riri, this was what I was talking about. She says, "Hey O'Neill, you know why I feel like you have like a whole, you don't like the Angelina, whatever it is." Yes. Because Angelina has lacked and has lost any level of credibility. Wonderful baby father. You shouldn't even be mentioning about the whole idea that Shayla has had a baby with a married man. That even shouldn't come out. That should be nothing to celebrate. I wouldn't celebrate that. If my daughter had gotten pregnant for a married man out there, that's nothing for me to celebrate. I would never have celebrated something like that. But the mere fact that Angelina is still here trying to celebrate that, regardless of where Anthony and Amber are, the mere fact that she's here trying to celebrate that shows me the type of person she is. And that's why she cannot be absolved. That's why. That is exactly why I only rip on the character, because that's why I'm showing her that you're fake. All of your notions is towards something. It's not toward the greater good of what Shayla really should do. Boom.
Let me tell you something. If it's about
married.
okay, but
He's
not
married.
but not for much longer. Okay?
See? Point proven. Point proven. Point proven. I was trying to explain to you exactly why the Angela character gets a flack. Because she's willing to complain on one side and then be good on the next side. She's double-sided. And that's what make her get the flack from me. That's why I cannot stop flack her. So yeah, she's always going to get this.
We already know where that's going. But beyond that, you have to look at who you are, sweetheart. You deserve better than this.
Does she?
Don't be like me. Oh, I forgave. Forgave what? Put your foot down. Make sure that you let him know that you have boundaries. And then when you let a man play in your face, he's never going to stop. Look at me when I say this. When you let a man play in your face, they don't stop.
And that's the same thing for a woman. It goes both ways. When you make a woman play in your face, she's not going to stop either, because it's called playing in your face. This is not a gender thing. This is a people thing. When you allow people to play in your face, they're never going to stop. So see, that's the deal. Look here. They want me to feel sorry for Angelina with the whole Brody thing, and I don't. I don't. If you wanted to prove to me that your art is just morally whatever it is wife, then you should not have slept with Diesel. The mere fact that Angelina has slept with Diesel has compromised her entire level of morality. She's no longer the untouched wife of a man who has been out there running a wreck. She is just about the same thing as the bro that she speaks of, which gives me to believe that she may have been touching other men. Just the same way how she said Brody been playing in her face, it gives me the inkling that she has also been playing in Brody's face, but just don't want to admit it, based on how quickly Diesel was brought in. It's as simple as that. But you know what? Give me our stake. Again, we've come. I'm glad they gave us this, so we're able to wipe out that misconception about Angelina being whatever. Well, she's traumatized, so because of no. Angelina is an opportunist. That's what she is. She's an opportunist, and at any given time, she'll take that opportunity. And she's tried to teach her daughter these things, but it's backfired. That's it. Give me a take. I'm going to talk to y'all soon. Like, share, comment, subscribe.